Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Video Game Madness 15. Today we have an update about Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Now we got a lot of things to talk about. Last week, Summer Game Fest. If you don't know what that is, it's where we get released all the games coming out, like concept art, when it's coming out, all this other great amazing stuff. And during the Summer Game Fest, Spider-Man 2 was one of them, and they talked about some stuff. I won't add every single video from there in it, like the entire video talked about Spider-Man 4, because that's gonna be copyright strike written all over it. But I'll give you guys pieces here and there. But this is what we have to talk about today: the release date, Craven Concept Art, map expansion. Want to talk about issues with Xbox players, to briefly talk about that. Then we'll go talk about the Venom Concept Art, my final thoughts, and then show you guys the game's box art. So we're going to break down into this here. I hope you all enjoy. I hope that you guys have some fun here. And if this does give you some good new information, please give this a like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications. We need good people here because that's what we're about, building a good, strong community. So without further ado, let's talk Spider-Man. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the release date for this game will be on October 20th this fall. And you can pre-order the game June 16th, tomorrow. Now, for you PlayStation 5 guys, I see you. Download this game. Pre-order it. So when this game comes out and it's downloaded and you guys can play it, you guys can have the time of your life. Because what I've seen and what we're revealing today, it's going to be worth buying. I'll tell you that much. But Summer Game Fest actually showed it in their final showcase at the end, so let me show you that clip here real quick. Okay, so the Craven Concept Art. When I was watching the Summer Game Fest last week, one of the creators at Insomniac was talking a little bit about Craven, which I think we all should hear, and then I will re-show the concept image, and then we'll talk more about my opinions, my thoughts on it.
So Craven's very different from any character we've done. He's not, he's not powered by magic or, tech. He's just the best hunter in the world, and he's coming to New York for his greatest hunt. And what's better than all of the Marvel characters that live in New York City? So Peter, Miles, and others. He's on the hunt.
And others. ...
Yes. Yes.
But
okay, so right here during the concept art, we see Peter Parker's Spider-Man. He looks like he's right there going down after Craven and ready to fight him. And then as we're looking here on the top right, we see Miles Morales' Spider-Man zapping what looks to be one of Craven's mercenaries. Now, as said, and even determined by the comics, Craven is like one of the best hunters ever. So he is basically just tracking down all of these guys and is willing to do anything to take them on. Now, what I think is a nice detail here is one of the mercenaries' swords and like some of their weapons. So right there below Peter Parker, you see the sword right there that has like this green yellowish line, and then you have the other weapon down there. Now I think that looks pretty cool. And then Craven, he looks great in this. There's no doubt about it. He looks awesome. But this looks really good, and I'm excited for this. Absolutely excited. Now let's get back to the camera, shall we? Okay, so during the Summer Game Fest, later on in the stream video, whatever, the creator at Insomniac was talking about the map and the expansion. Now, from the gameplay trailer where we saw that football field, I called it. It's Queens, baby. But that's not else. There's a few more good places that they're adding into this game that I think we should really hear. So let's go back into that clip.
Yeah, I mean, the city has pretty much doubled in size. So it's Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and then being able to use the web wings to traverse at speeds way faster than they were before is really awesome.
You know, in my opinion, I think it's just awesome that they're adding, you know, Queens, Brooklyn, and Manhattan. I think that's really awesome, and it's going to be a huge map. The biggest that we have seen since probably ever. I mean, in the Ultimate Spider-Man for the PlayStation 2, we got to be in Queens a little bit. We got to hang around the school and whatnot. But we never got to go further. We never got to expand. And these other Spider-Man games haven't really done that either. Except maybe the Spider-Man 2, which was the Sam Raimi's version. Maybe that just a little bit they touched base on, but not enough. So I think this map expansion is going to be awesome. It's going to keep people entertained. And if they put like hidden collectibles and whatnot there, that's going to be really fun, especially for those guys who like to complete everything at 100% all the time. Okay, so to briefly touch base on this, since Marvel Spider-Man 2, since the gameplay reveal and this, there has been a lot of hate, and most of it has been from Xbox gamers. And here recently they have been harassing PlayStation players, some people at Insomniac, and people over at PlayStation. Now, I understand their frustration and disappointment with this only being for PlayStation 5. Me having only a PlayStation 4, I understand the disappointment. But that does not mean you have to harass others, whether you're joking or not. It doesn't matter. You don't harass other people just so you can get what you want. You talk about like grown adults, and they can listen to you. But if they don't, you have to respect that. There's a mutual ground that you have to respect. And, you know, if you go that far to harass others, then I'm sorry, you're just not all that great. And look, this is going to be a big game. This might be even the best game that could get Game of the Year award, hands down. It's going to be better than Legends of Zelda. I'm telling you this right now. But, as I'm saying, Xbox players, you don't have to harass others just because of how you feel about this game or the fact that it's not going to Xbox and it's just for PlayStation. There's other ways to handle about this. Just be grown up, be civilized, and be mature. And if you can't do that, then you really shouldn't be playing video games. I'm sorry. But that's the little spiel for all those Xbox haters out there that are showing hate to the developers, to players, to content creators, whatever. So, let's get back to the subject at hand here with the next topic. Alright, so going back to the Summer Game Fest, we got to see the Venom concept art. Now, when I saw this, I was like, yeah, because it looks fantastic. Now, let's go in here just to hear the fan reaction and everything else within it back in the Summer Game Fest video.
its whole story, as we saw in the gameplay. Oh, there you go. Good reaction to the art.
I'm glad you're happy.
I don't know how much you're going to...
Okay, so let's take a deeper look into this Venom concept art. So here we see Venom here, and he looks phenomenal. This looks like Tom Hardy's version of Venom, which I like. You know, I like the Tom Hardy Venom movies, so I think that's really cool. Now, as we could see, Miles Morales and Peter Parker are teaming up against him, and as Venom has grown in size, probably from using the stuff like weaknesses against him, he's grown as what we could see there. That could be a possible idea. Now, I'm really going to be interested on how Insomniac Games will play this whole thing out, because this is going to be really good. And from what I'm seeing here and what's going through my mind right now is that this will be after Peter Parker's phase with the symbiote. So it's going to be, like I said, really interesting. So let's go back to the camera, talk about stuff, and then go back into it, the Summer Game Fest thing. Okay, so to follow up with the last topic, there was something that the guys said in the Summer Game Fest that surprised me, and I think it surprised everyone because all of us were looking forward to Eddie Brock being Venom because we've seen that more, and honestly, it would make sense, right? But this is what the guy said at Summer Game Fest.
What's the origin of Eddie Brock Venom? Or
It is not Eddie Brock.
okay.
So see right there, he said and confirmed it's not Eddie Brock, which somewhat discloses the theory and idea that I made during my last Spider-Man video. But my idea doesn't really rule out, though, if you think about it. Now, even the guys at Insomniac said that they wanted to do something different with the character. They wanted to bring him some justice. So, what better way to do it than going into different phases and having different people being Venom? So, right at the end of Miles Morales, we see that symbiote breaks into, and it looks like it wants to bind to Norman Osborn, which I didn't notice until Sadat Gamer showed it during one of his videos. Go check his channel out, by the way. And you could definitely see that the symbiote wants to bind to Norman. And with that being said, I think all of this is going to be like a puppet master thing. So the symbiote will go to Peter Parker. And then once it gets done with Peter Parker, we'll see it goes into Norman Osborn. And who knows, maybe once that's done, it turns Norman into Green Goblin. Or we get to see Green Goblin as Venom. Like what we've seen in the Ultimate Spider-Man show that was from, I want to say, 2012 to 2016. And, you know, with that, it could go Peter, Norman, and then the big enemy, which I don't think it'll be Harry this time. It could very well be because he wants to get better and whatnot, but it very well might not be, and it could be someone else, like Craven. So it could go Parker, Osborn, Craven, or it could just be completely different. But I firmly believe that they're going to try and have more than one person have a taste of that symbiote. And it, like I said from my last video, it's something new, something that nobody has really thought of. Now, there has been games where Anti-Venom has been featured in, but we've never seen more than 3 Venoms in a video game. More than 3. We've only seen the one, which is Eddie Brock. So I think, without a doubt, that would be a great thing to do, something new, something interesting, and fun. Now this thing of beauty here is the box art for the game. So Marvel Spider-Man 2, and as we could see here, looking at Peter Parker's Spider-Man, you could see that the symbiote is slowly taking him over with like his wrist. And then we see Miles Morales' Venom charge power being stronger and better than his previous game. So I think those are really nice details on what they did. I feel like maybe they could have added a little bit of a better background than just all red. Maybe they decided to add more box art designs, maybe like for when the game comes out. But definitely not hating it. I like it, no doubt about it. But it looks a little plain. You want to go eye-catching. But I like the fact that you could see that the symbiote's taking over and Miles's powers right there. I think that's a very strong topic right there. So let's go back to the camera one final time and close this baby up. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have a really good feeling about this game. It's amazing so far. It's awesome. And there's a lot of good things going for it. I mean, you could switch freely between Miles Morales and Peter Parker. And you have the different swing styles. Not to mention the webbed wings. And the Venom story. Which I know for a fact that they're going to do justice with that. That would be awesome. We need justice for that character. I mean, ever since the Spider-Man 3 Sam Raimi movie, it's just been downhill. But, we can't judge. Besides, who are we to judge? But, serious note, this game is going to be phenomenal. I can't wait to watch, good YouTubers like Joseph Woody, Sadat the Gamer, and a few others really cover the game and play it for the first time. I'll probably put their links down on my Twitter or whatever just to give them reference. And I will also put their channels down below. But, like I said, this is going to be very awesome and very amazing. But that's it for the video today, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys have enjoyed this, give it a like. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, turn bell notifications for more content. And if you want to help me out as a content creator and to help me out with some other stuff, you are more than welcome to check out my Patreon page. It will be linked in the description down below. So, thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next video, live stream, you name it.